Hey there guys, how you doing? I hope you had a great weekend. This might be our last week of at-home workouts. Might be able to open soon, we'll see. We'll see what the big government says. Anyway, guys, today we're changing it up a little bit. I'm offering two different workouts here. One is with very minimal weights, a dumbbell in this case, and the other one is just body weight, okay? Well, let's get started. We've got 3 rounds, 8 bootstrapper, 4 inchworm, and a 30-second handstand hold or plank. That's gonna be our warm-up, all right? So 3 rounds, picking up the pace as you go. And just a little refresher, bootstrappers here, we are looking to keep our backs nice and straight, our legs straight. We're gonna hinge forward, get a nice hamstring stretch. I want you to feel it in the back of the legs, okay? Maybe at the top of the calves too. Then you're gonna hook your fingers in underneath your big toe, keeping your arms straight, your chest up, pulling against your feet. You're gonna pull your hips down and sink into a squat. Stay tall, kick those hips back up. Your hands don't leave your toes. Up, down. Or I said that backwards. All right? Just get a nice little warm up, stretch, and a nice dynamic stretch in those muscles through the hips. From there, we'll go into 4 inchworm. A little refresher again. If you want to add a push-up to these, go ahead. Keeping those legs straight again. And walk those feet out, hands out. Do a push-up. Walk your feet back. Or I'll show you the other way if you have space. Walk it out. Push up. Tippy-toe your feet up with your legs straight. Guys, you just want a nice little hamstring stretch in there and to warm up that core and shoulders, okay? Then, a 30-second handstand hold or a plank. A handstand hold. There's multiple ways you can do this. You can go up off a wall. You can do a freestanding handstand without any support if you're a ninja, okay? I don't know if I should be doing this off of here. We'll give it a shot, okay? I'm gonna find a place to put my hands here, about a foot away from the wall. I'm gonna kick my foot up and just hang out up here. Actively pressing into the floor with my shoulders, keeping that core tight and my butt off the wall. Hold that for 30 seconds. If you can't do that, you guys, find a box or a bench, put your feet up on the box. From here, walk those feet up, walk those hands up, keeping the feet in the same spot. And I want to get into the best pike I can. Hang out here for 30 seconds. Okay? If you don't have that, another way you can do this is like a bear crawl or a bear walk. We're gonna go on our tippy toes. We're just gonna put our hands out in front of us, and then we're gonna sit up on our toes and lean forward so that our weight is on our shoulders and our hands. You can hang out there for 30 seconds, or let's just go as minimal as possible and plank. 30 seconds. Okay guys, again, 3 rounds, 8 bootstrapper, 4 inchworm, 30-second handstand hold. Whatever variation works best for you. Again, it doesn't have to be 30 seconds. Take it down to 20 if you need to, 15 even. A little bit of time under tension is gonna help to build those muscles up, okay? Or a plank, 3 rounds. That's our warm up. Let's get into the body weight workout. Guys, today is fairly sprinty with rest. We're gonna go interval training here today. We got 4 sets of 10 hand release push up, 20 alternating V up, and 30 jumping squat, okay? Each round you're gonna time and you're gonna rest that time in between each round. So if it takes you 3 minutes to do it, you're gonna rest exactly 3 minutes and hit it again. Now ideally what we're looking for is to try to keep the time it takes for each round about the same each time, but you're probably gonna find yourself falling off a little bit. We wanna be falling off a little bit on that second, third round. Third round especially, you should have a lot of trouble keeping up to that pace because you're pushing it, okay? Everything's starting to fill up with blood, get all pumped out, those movements get harder. So, 4 sets for time, 10 hand release push up. That is, we're gonna plank out, hands underneath our shoulders, we're gonna tuck those elbows in as we lower down, keeping the core tight, chest to ground, pick the hands up off the ground for a moment, back into it. Okay? If you don't have those, go off your knees, but let's keep those hips up off the ground, but not so much that your face hits the ground before your chest. Okay? Down, up. All right? Our hand release push-up. Just lift those palms up off the ground. Then we go into 20 alternating V-up. That is 20 total, 10%. These ones here, you're lifting those shoulder blades up off the ground a little bit, okay? Keeping that core really tight. We're gonna lie back, touch our hands to the ground with our arms right behind us. We're gonna lift our leg up and reach for our toes at the same time. Touch, 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 touch. Alternating legs every time. I would like to see your shoulder blades come up off the ground, guys. You're lifting as much of your back up off the ground as possible to reach for those toes, okay? Now, the variation for this, to make it a little bit easier, really is just don't touch your toes, okay? So you might lift and just go up a little bit. Lift, big crunch, big crunch, all right? That's it. Just feel that burn in the abs. Over time, these will get easier. And then we got 30 jumping squat. Remember that, you guys? We're gonna sit back on our heels. We're gonna keep our knees driving out, our chest up as high as possible, and we're just gonna explode up out of that squat, okay? Down, up. That's it, all right? These, you're probably gonna have to break these up a little bit. 30 is gonna be really hard to smash out in a row. So, break them up into sets of 10 if you have to. Maybe do 10, 10, and then 5, 5. Shake it out, feel that burn. Give yourself 5 seconds, 5 breaths, boom, get back into it, because you know you get that rest at the end, all right? That's our weighted version. Now we have our, what do we have? Minimal equipment here. Yeah, that is our body weight version, sorry. And here's our minimal equipment version, all right? So with this one, you are just gonna need a dumbbell, you guys. We got 10 strict handstand push-up. It's the same idea as this one, just a little bit more advanced movement, that's all. Instead of hand release push-up, 10 strict handstand push-up, 20 alternating V-up like I just showed you, 30 single arm dumbbell thruster, switching arms as you like or need. Try to make it even across both arms though, all right? So let's go over the strict handstand push-up. I'm not gonna show you an actual strict handstand push-up right now with my cold shoulders. But what we can do is show you a couple of the variations, okay? So this would be the easiest, or not the easiest, but the least, or the most modified. You're gonna walk out like this, up on your tippy toes, and make somewhat of a tripod with your hands and your head. From here, you're gonna lower your head down to the ground, and push up out of it, just like that. The whole time, keeping those shoulders really active, okay? So that's one way. Another way is going off the box, just like we did before, all right? So we're gonna pike up off the box. Same idea. You know, keep your hips up over top of your hands. You don't wanna be in a push-up position. From here again, tripod out, touch, push. Very difficult, you guys. Now, if you struggle with that, if you can kind of do it, but only for a few, go ahead, put something soft underneath your head to elevate how far you gotta lower yourself down to. Touch your head to a mat or a towel, come back up, all right? Then we have dumbbell thruster. So, you're gonna grab a dumbbell, put it right here on your shoulders, okay? Just like that, the back head sits on your shoulders, the rest of it just kind of sits in your hand here. Shoulders somewhat active, chest high. You're gonna use your hips and knees coming up out of this squat to help propel this dumbbell up overhead, okay? So we're gonna lower down, keeping that chest up as high as possible. Punch, 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 okay? Use your hips and knees, you guys, to get this nice pop to help propel the dumbbell. Be pushing slightly as you extend your hips and knees, and that's gonna get that dumbbell moving. Follow with the shoulder, full extension at the top, bring it down, absorb into the next rep. Now, the way I might hit this one, you guys, depending on how it feels, I might go 15 in a row on one arm, take a quick breath, go 15 on the other. Or, it's kind of heavy, you're struggling, maybe do 5 on one arm, 5 on the other, until you reach 30, all right? What I don't recommend is doing one on, or alternating one at a time. That's just not gonna be efficient time-wise. Again, rest 1 and 1 here, so time how long it takes you to do the round, rest exactly that amount, boom, hit it. All right, guys, have fun. This looks like a great workout. I hope you're keeping up with it, and I hope you're loving it. All right, see you guys.